Good morning, guys. I know this is weird. It's super dark out. I'm up really, really early. You can tell by my voice. It hasn't. Have I? Yeah. Okay. I did turn the mic on, so I remember to do that. But it's 5:30 a.m. Woke up about 30 minutes ago, and I've got to grab my helmet. And I'm bringing a GoPro. Not sure if I can use it, but we're doing something really, really cool today. I got invited last minute to go to Texas Motor Speedway, where the NASCAR races happen, and I was invited to do the NASCAR experience. So I'm very, very grateful for that opportunity. I'm excited to go out there, give this thing a shot, see what it's all about, something I've always wanted to do. And I think I read online we're gonna go somewhere around, 160 miles an hour or so. So it should be really, really fun, but I need to get in the truck. I got about a 45-minute drive, so I'm gonna grab my helmet, head up that way, maybe grab a bite to eat before we get there, and go drive a NASCAR. I'm stoked. Stay tuned. Look at this thing. That thing is crazy. Dude, Cletus needs to build one of these. That would be so sick. It's a legit NASCAR. Hey guys, I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover now, just so I can kind of explain what we're doing. To start off, I was being pushed by a four-wheeler, and then I just dumped the clutch in second gear, and that fired off the car. And then we were off to the races. Well, technically we weren't racing, but we had 10 laps to do, and we had a max speed of 150 miles an hour, which was limited by an electronic rev limiter. The footage you're viewing right now is what I purchased from the event. It was $70 for this SD card, which I'm super disappointed in. As you can tell on the screen right now, the windshield's filthy when the sun's hitting it. I was expecting some more analytics and stats on the screen, maybe speed, RPMs, I don't know, G-forces, just the angle of the car on the turn, and just kind of showing just more information about the event overall. So kind of disappointing. They would not let me use my GoPro, as there's a bunch of buttons and switches in the car, and if that thing comes loose, it could turn something off, and it could be quite detrimental to the vehicle, so they don't let you have any of your accessories while you're doing this event. So as you saw the first lap, we went around the apron and then kind of got up into the bank into lane one and was going pretty slow. I mean, I think we were probably going 60, 70 miles an hour here. And I'm not going to discuss the whole event and go over all this footage, but there's some stuff that I do want to highlight. Kind of explain the process that I went to when I went to the event and some of the cool stuff that happened while I was out on track. As you guys are seeing here, we're on the front stretch. We're coming into turn one here soon. And if you look on the track, and I'll pause the video and highlight it on the screen, you're gonna see a white square. And that white square is our indicator of when we are to either be on the low side of that. We're gonna come around into turn two right here, and you're gonna see another white square. We're on the bottom side of this one, and then we're gonna be rolling onto the throttle, going into the third or the furthest outside lane with our driver's side tires on the dotted line. And here is the back stretch. This is where we go the fastest the whole event. And by the time we hit this stretch, we're going 150, and at the end there, you're going to see a cone on the wall, and that cone tells us to be 100% off the throttle. No braking, just 100% off the throttle. And then you'll hear the car rev down, and then we'll see this other white square. And then at this one, we're below it, and we are basically maintaining our speed at this point. So we're going to maintain our speed all the way through turn three, and then coming into turn four, we're going to be back on the throttle, rolling on the throttle underneath the square again. And we're going to be coming out strong. And then this is the fun part, because this is when you're going pretty quick here, and then when you let off the throttle, the wall's right there, it's really close, and you can just hear the car popping and banging against the wall, and it just sounds so cool. guys, that's pretty much the basic rundown of what we were doing there. There were 8 cars on the track at one time, so that was super cool. I didn't expect that. I expected maybe 4 cars max, but having 8 cars on there made it very, very exciting. And it wasn't competition based because we're all learning. There's only one guy there that had done it before, and then as you can tell, I got pretty close on this Budweiser car. Per my instructor, there's an instructor sitting in the passenger seat the whole time, and he's doing a few things. He's giving you hand signals to go fast, go slow, level out, or he is managing your knee. And by that, I mean he's pushing down on your leg to go faster, pulling up on it to slow down, or he's squeezing your thigh just to tell you he loves you. No, just kidding. He's squeezing your thigh to tell you to level out, and then he also gives you hand signals for braking and stuff like that. So it got pretty exciting when we were able to start passing some cars. Right here, it was kind of a lame pass because the Budweiser car, once again, is still in front of me, and it's moving pretty slow. So if I skip ahead in the video, you will see me actually have a chance to pass the Budweiser car, which was cool. You can see we always passed. We tried to pass into turn 2 so that the other instructor in the car in front, that was the designated passing time. We come out of turn 2 because this is the back stretch where we'd get to go the fastest. So, and if you listen to the video closely, you'll hear the motor, the RPM start revving out, and then that's the indication that we've reached max mile an hour, which was pretty fun. As you guys saw on the previous lap, I got to pass the Budweiser car, and then on this lap, I was able to pass this other car, this orange one, and it just made you feel pretty good. It made you feel like you were doing the right things and that you were learning. And you know, there are times where you have completely 100% control of the car, and then there's times where the instructor reaches over and, you know, kind of guides you with the steering, which was super helpful. He was great. He wasn't overbearing, so that was super nice of them. Yeah, so basically that's it. That's the long and short of it. Up next, you're gonna see my reaction to it. It was one hell of a ride. I highly recommend anybody that is interested in cars to go do this, even if you're not into NASCAR. This is a whole crazy experience that you just have to take in at least once. Spend the money, go do it, and I guarantee you'll have a good time. But bring somebody there to record from outside the car so you have some of that footage. I was driving the M&M car, and that was pretty cool to me. But I'll finish out the video here, and you guys can see my reaction, and we'll finish it that way.
Let me see where I can see myself. Oh my gosh. That was the absolute most fun I think I've had in a very, very long time. It was insane. Insane. You guys probably saw some of the in-car footage. We got to do 10 laps at like 150 miles an hour on the back stretch. It was surreal. I got to drive the M&M car, so that was dope. We're going around right now, but I'll take you guys up by the starting line. But oh my gosh. Like, I'm shaking still. You got to do this. If you've never done this, it's so cool. Even if you're not into NASCAR, just like auto sport, like, this is sick. The experience, we'll have to get more into it when they're not running, like back when we get to the house, and I'll explain it all. But holy smokes, man. Great time. Really, really good time. This is the car I got to drive. It was the M&M car. Look at that spoiler, bro. Front splitter. Oh, it's super cool.